National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's coming.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Returning it is Moore. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And we're talking about one of the league's true extroverts at the quarterback position. For better or worse, he's going to throw the ball all over the field. And that aggressive approach is one of the main reasons why they went after him in free agency.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's got the hook up to Moore. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First carry for Nick Chubb. Broken tackle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Complete. Smith has it. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down up near the 40-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And when talking about the league's most dominant defenders, Garrett's name always is one of the first ones to come up, and for good reason. He's the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, and he has his sights set on another big campaign.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, Winston. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, 49 yards. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
3rd down and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Jameis to throw it.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Chubb will get the call, running left. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
49 yards for Nick Chubb. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll throw here at the gun. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
From 6 yards away.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Escapes the defender.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Winston now.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now Winston. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Chubb diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Winston.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Final play of the half here, Winston.
And that'll be caught.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So we come upon half.
Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more.
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Dotson in motion right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's more on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
152 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at about the 14. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 72 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down. Now back to throw. Able to get away on the move, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the 2 of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Winston. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Milton Williams
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing, Winston. Drops it off for Chubb. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hurts fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And he lost the football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Off the play fake, Winston.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Hurts. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Breaks through the contact. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And Chubb will try the middle here. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run it again with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
To throw is Winston. Rolling to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escapes the sack. Evade.
Hurts fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Down to the 10.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the Eagle offense coming on here as he'll try for 2 points.
Hurts will throw.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They go up the middle with Chubb. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Chubb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw.
Quick slant, Dotson.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them,